this is going to be a senior referral business rant right now because I'm just beside myself. I don't know why you allow other people to dictate how you feel about certain things. I don't know why you allow other people to dictate what you do. I mean, I started my referral business back in 2018. I can't tell you how many people said, "Oh, that was a terrible idea. Oh my gosh, you sure, Matt? You've never run a business before. Oh my gosh, is it going to be successful?" All this uncertainty, all this doubt was coming my way. What you got to do is you got to embrace a belief in yourself and go for it. You'll never achieve anything in this life without taking a risk. You just won't. There's nothing you can do without taking a risk. You say, "Well, I need a job." Well, guess what? It's a risk to get your resume all printed up and looking beautiful and put together and go to that interview. And you got to have the guts and the risk that you're going to take to sit in front of somebody in hopes that they give you a job. That's a risk. It's a risk driving your car down the road. It's a risk to get in the airplane and fly across the country. It's a risk in everything. And you've got to embrace the certainty that you have for yourself, the belief that you have in yourself. If you don't have any belief in yourself, you're never going to achieve anything in this life. And I'm telling you, the best thing I did was my referral agency, and I started it back in 2018. I get to help people at no cost, no obligation. I get to make a whole bunch of money on the back end, but I get to separate the two. I never have to ask a senior family for money. I just receive it on the back end from communities, and I'll teach you that in the academy. But whether you do this or something else, you've got to put that first step forward. You got to take a step of faith. You got to believe that, man, what you're doing is going to be right. And you know what? And you go into it with certainty, but the truth of it is you may fail. You may fall flat on your face. You may not succeed. I mean, that's the truth of it, right? All these gurus on YouTube and everywhere else, they want to tell you, "Oh my gosh, you will succeed. You follow my blueprint. You follow my funnel and everything else I've got here. You're going to succeed. Oh my gosh. And it's going to cost you next to no money to succeed." But I'm here to tell you, you may fail. And you will fail if your mentality, your mindset's not right, and you don't believe in yourself, you will fail. Guarantee it. Even in my academy, come into my academy, pay me the money, and come in with an unbelief that's going to work. Come in with uncertainty. Come in with it going, "Well, let's just see how this thing works out. I don't know." Yeah, try that. Guarantee it's going to fail. You know, I didn't go into this business like this. When I got in this business, I had to leave another job to do this business because it had been a conflict of interest. I remember having a drive home from LA with my wife, and I told her about what I wanted to do. And hey, yeah, I discussed it with her, and she was all excited. She said, "Matt, you need to do this. This is all you." I was like, "I don't know, man. I believe it, but honey, if I'm not successful, I'm gonna be in the unemployment line in about 5 or 6 months." I didn't want to be in the unemployment line, but I got to the place in my life I was tired of depending upon other people. I was tired of depending upon other people for a paycheck, and whether they're going to give me a bonus or a raise, or whether they're going to give me a day off, or whether they're going to give me time, extended for lunch, extended time for lunch because I needed to do something. Tired of all that stuff. If you're tired of that, believe in yourself. Embrace what you want to do. Have a vision for yourself. What is it? Write it down. If you're a person of faith, pray about it. If you're not, just begin to meditate and begin to think and begin to just brainstorm. But don't go around talking to other people. If you talk to other people, what's going to happen is the negativity is going to come in. "Well, you're not that highly educated. If you try to do something like this, you've never done it before. You leave your job now and you do it, where you're going to get another job. You're going to be flat broke. You're not going to have insurance." I mean, all this kind of stuff that people are going to tell you. And it's going to flood your mind. I'm telling you, you're going to begin doubting yourself. And then you're going to start something because in spite of what they're saying, and by you starting something in spite of what they're saying, and you have no belief in yourself, you will fail. And then all the other people are going to say, "I told you so. I told you you'd fail. I told you have to come back and get this job." Believe in yourself. That is the first and foremost thing you got to do to be successful in anything. As a former athlete, I was a high school quarterback, and I believed in myself and my team that we were going to win every game. We didn't win every game. We didn't win. I mean, we lost a lot of games, I think. I remember it, especially one year. But I remember throwing touchdown passes. I remember dreaming about it in the evening, the night before the game. I was throwing 3 touchdowns. I was envisioning that stuff, even as a teenager. Your mindset has got to be right. And I want to challenge you today. Man, if you're on the fence about believing in yourself, get that right first. Get a book. go into prayer, get with yourself. I got marker boards all over my office. I mean, start writing things down that you can do and you have done. Think about some things that you've done in the past that you didn't think you might fail, but you turned out to be successful and you achieved that. I don't care if it was passing a hard test in school. I mean, making the football team or whatever it is, an achievement that you accomplished. And you hold on to that and say, you know what? That was a moment in my life where I didn't believe in myself, or I thought there was some doubt whether I would even achieve that. And I ended up succeeding. That is a level of faith and something you can hold on to. And in this business here, in the senior referral business, same thing. If you come in this with lack of faith on your part, you won't be able to help people. You won't be able to look at people eyeball to eyeball and be able to speak with confidence that you can help them at no cost, no obligation, and get them to a community, get them to where they need to be, and go through the whole process and be able to study the strategies that I have in the academy and just allow that to integrate into you and become you, and you become successful in this industry. You won't be able to do it without having a successful mentality, a mindset that not only is positive, but I mean, if you don't believe in yourself, no one else is going to believe in you. Zero. If I wake up in the morning going, oh my gosh, Matt, you stink, you just suck, you're not going to be successful today, you're not going to make the money you deserve today, you just all this hocus pocus kind of stuff. You say all that stuff, yeah, nothing's going to happen. But if I wake up and I just know it, man, I work on me, I read, I work out, I get strong emotionally, I get strong mentally, and I go out into the world knowing that what I do, everything's going to turn to gold. Everything I touch is going to turn to gold. And you just believe it. And what happens is your preparation, man, will find a way for an opportunity. And that's where success comes from, right? You got plenty of opportunities that are around you, but if you're not prepared and you don't walk into that opportunity, think that you're going to achieve that and receive that opportunity, and it's going to go in your favor, I'm here to tell you, you are sadly mistaken if you're not prepared. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, if you're not prepared, you'll miss your opportunity every time. And I'm here to tell you, every time you walk down the street, every time you drive your car, you go to different places, opportunities are passing you by all over the place. And you don't see the opportunity because you don't believe in yourself and you're not prepared. If you don't believe in yourself, you won't succeed, like I just told you. But if you're not prepared, an opportunity to come by, and you'll be like, man, if I only knew that, if I only had some insight into that area, or if I was just even mentally sharp enough to ask good questions, I might be able to gain that opportunity, but I can't because I'm not prepared. I'm hooked on Netflix. I'm hooked on video games. I'm hooked on going to the bars. I'm hooked on going and doing fun recreational things and not necessarily preparing myself for the next venture that I have in my life. And if that's not you, and you're not prepared, I don't know, man. You've got to start there. You have to start at a place of mentality, your mindset, and then preparation. And then hook onto somebody that can coach you. And this is not a sales pitch, but I coach students across the country in 30 different states, and I love it. I have students that are successful across the country in 30 different states. If you don't know more about it, my number's right here somewhere. Call me, text me, hop on a 15-minute webinar, whatever you got to do. But if this is not it, get your mindset right and get your preparation in line and go after what you need to do. Because you don't like where you are. You hate where you are. If that's you, you hate where you are. You hate your boss. You hate your job. You hate the commute there and back. You hate everything about it. Get out of it. You're not there permanently. You don't have to be. You're not in jail. No one's strapping you down like you have to be there. No, you voluntarily go there. And you voluntarily go there, guess what? You can voluntarily not go there anymore and do what you need to do. And that's work on yourself and be successful in whatever you do. I'm here to coach you in the senior referral business. But if you want to bounce some ideas off me, that's the best thing I ever did in 2018. Seriously, when I opened my own agency, and I became my own boss, and I've got employees. I pay all kinds of stuff now and all that stuff. And all that was way over my head then. Some of it still is. That's why I've hired certain people to do certain things in my business. But I'm here to help you. You can reach out to me. But beyond reaching out to me, I would encourage you to be the best you can be. Don't sell yourself short. Don't hold back and go, you know what? Time has passed me by. I'm 54. You might be the same age. You might be older. You might be a little bit younger. And you might be thinking that, man, time has just slipped by. I've made all kinds of mistakes and I can't get back on track. Yes, you can. Today's a new day for you, a different day to do a different thing to get a different result. That's all it is. It's a new day. Do something different and you're going to get a different result. But if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you're going to get the same results. Man, get out of that rut, change your mentality, get a new mindset, get prepared. Let's go.